Great stuff. Welcome everyone. I'm just realizing I want to turn one more light off. It'll look dark for a second. There we go. Welcome and thanks for joining us for another Jolok style Tai Chi and Qi Gong class. Today we're going to have a look at, continue to look at the 7 Stars Rotations Qi Gong, which is relatively new for Willem and I, but we love it. We've been using it as recuperation exercises after being ill over Christmas. So let's salute. We take right hand in fist, left hand straight, tuck back the thumb, go together and press forwards. Lovely. Thanks for joining us. Hey. Okay, so excuse me, as you can hear, I'm not fully recovered yet, but we're doing okay. So shoulder width and level, please. Excuse me. And we'll do a little bit of Wu Ji before we start. In fact, let's rattle through some of the beginning of the form and use it as warm-up. So float the top of the head up, the chin slightly down and back, and just take a few moments to breathe and calm. Calming down through your body. Listening behind. Keep going with that, please. Just want to check the microphone. Yeah. Good. Now we could stand for a long time if we wanted to in Wu Ji, and it would be very beneficial for our health and would have a nice calming effect. But even just a few moments can give you that nice preparation. So let's feel into all 10 fingers, breathing into them, feeling into them. And let's begin to stretch the fingers down. Feel for your best position where the energy is flowing. And now we use Open Door 5 as our first exercise. Good, let's pause for a moment, level with the center, level with the waist and belly button. Breathing, relaxing down into the lower belly, the Dan Dian. Now we move into movement 2, which is rotations. Level with the waist. And we want to expand into the small of the back as we expand the arms forwards. Think of rolling a balloon across the floor. You can do as many of these as you like. It's a really nice exercise for loosening and strengthening the back, but also just circulating energy around the lower body. Good. And we're going to do our fancy change of direction. So we go as far as we can from ourselves and then draw an S shape in towards us, which has changed our direction. So don't worry if you get a bit lost in that or if it just doesn't work. Just make sure you change direction. You can always just stop and go the other way. But it's nice to do the flowing, seamless version. Make sure that the legs and hips are relatively still in this exercise. This is your waist moving. Very good. All right, so now we're going to go farthest from and turn the palms towards you. Think of absorbing the balloon, drawing it in towards you and floating up to chest height to then expand into your nice round circle again. So if you see Willem, I mean, he has really long arms. Can you do it wrong, Willem, and just extend your arms forwards? Do you see the difference? It's round. So if I were to bend forwards, you would see it is a circle that we're creating. And we're going to squash the ball in towards us and turn to one side to the corner and roll the ball round. So it's a very similar move to the lower version, but this time the palms are facing in. We're turning in the waist, we're breathing, we're feeling the energy swirling around our arms and our back. And this is a lovely exercise for circulating the energy. Everything from the waist up is getting a little bath in energy. Good. Let's do our fancy change of direction again. So we go out and we're going to draw an S shape towards ourselves, cut it in half, and there we've changed. Good. Breathe. Again, you can do as many of these as you like. Master Lock has really given us this, I think, like a buffet of exercises. You can pick and choose, you can be as thorough or as sparse as you like with each one in turn, depending on what you want out of your practice. So let's move on to movement 3. We open the arms and we take a deep breath in, gathering the energy forwards and in, balance the energy ball on the forehead, then draw in, fingertips pointing to the outside of the eyebrows, down the face, down the neck, open at the chest, and direct the fingertips to direct the energy down through the body. Sit back, bring the hands down the inside edges of the legs, around the feet, and up the back of the legs without actually touching, and direct the energy round the waist. And here is our first little rest position. So check posture, top of the head floating up, chin slightly down and back, and calm, relax down into center. Can you feel the difference between Wuji and centering position? They're both very similar and we just keep good posture and relax. But by covering center with our hands, we feel a pooling of our energy into center. Creates a natural reservoir. So let's go again. We're going to expand, breathing in, gather to the forehead. There's the bowl, absorb it in, point to the eyebrow corners, down the face, neck, open. And this is the nipple line, I would say, down the body and down the inside of the legs. Sit back so the knees don't go beyond the toes. You can see that with Willem nice and clear. We come up the back to the waist and return to center. And the way we've noticed Master Lock covers center, he'll actually overlap or take a bite, if you like, with the two tiger's mouths. So you're not just one hand on top of the other, you're lacing the thumb first finger cobweb between the feet, between the hands, and hug the elbows in. And this actually is a very useful method to get the palm position correct. Often when I'm teaching and I just have people overlapping their hands, they'll be overlapping their fingertips or their fingers or not covering center at all. So this way, it just sorts it out. It gets a nice, clean position where the two lao gongs direct the energy into dantian. Breathe for a moment and calm. Feel center. One more time, please. We breathe in towards the forehead, in towards the corner of the eyebrows, down you go. And open. Down. Sit back, fill the back, try to stay relatively upright. Good, round back. Cover center, beautiful. Let's check posture and breathe. Good. Calming down. Allow yourself a little time, just listening, feeling and letting go. And this gives the body and the system a chance to process what you've just done. Lovely. Now, our next practice, we're going to look at the 4 corners. So we've done 3. This is number 4. And I think for clarity, Willem, would you mind turning your back to the screen? That's great. So I'm going to mirror, and Willem's going to do the same as you. So we want to think of the compass points, and south, believe it or not, south is in front of us. North is behind us. East is to your left, and west is to your right. So we're now going out of the symmetrical practice. We're going to prepare with opening the hands, and we'll do a few scoops of the dantian. So this is your stomach spleen exercise, just to get us into center, nice and relaxed. This is an earth exercise, so it's centering, it's relaxing. So just to get the feel. Good. Now I'd like you please to flip your toes to your left hand corner. Yes, so both toes have flipped to the left, but you're not moving your foot. Okay. And now we're going to do a rolling of the ball forwards and back. So if you've done the Phoenix, which you have, you'll know the reverse rolling clouds exercise. Well, this is it. This is what we're doing. So we want to make sure, again, that it's the waist that's doing the rotation and not the hips. And this way, we're mobilizing, loosening, strengthening the spine. So in our first attempt at this exercise, this is our dragon exercise. The 4 corners have 4 auspicious animals. We're going to do one circulation, that's one hand over then the other, at belly height. Then we're going to walk up the ladder and do 1 rotation, right and left or left and right at chest height. And then we're going up the ladder again and we do 1 rotation at neck and head height. Good, okay. Then we're going to make sure that the back hand, so your left hand is raised at the end, and we're going to flip the toes to the other side, 1 at a time, skim across the waist, turn the palms, come in underneath the armpit, along the line of the arm to make a circle, and turn the palms with a little half step, relax the energy down. So you'll recognize that also from the Phoenix form. That's mist forming pearl. Let's try the whole thing on the other side now. So we'll do our circulation at belly height, 1, 2, up to chest height, 1, 2, and up to neck and head height, 1, 2. Make sure you finish with the back hand, your right hand on top, and we flip the toes. You can step a little, flip the toes and turn the palms to face up. And your right hand now going underneath the armpit, along the arm, making a circle, turn the palms in a half step. So this is your second animal, this is your tiger, and you might recognize it from the Immortals form, the tiger move. So let's do that again, 1 more time each side. So we do lower, mid, and upper. And just make sure that the backhand finishes on top. So you can do an extra rotation if needed. Step and turn the toes. And now we're doing our tiger exercise. Turn the palms, come underneath the arm, along the arm to make a circle. Flip the hands, relax gently down, half step. Same on the other side. So we can play with this. We don't have to just do each auspicious animal once. So let's do a rotation with the lower. 1, 2. Yeah, and the mid. 1, 2. And the upper. 1, 2. Keep rotating until the backhand is raised and step to the side. Flip the toes. Turn the palms, come underneath the arm, along the arm, and finish with your tiger. Excellent. Good. So just a quick look at the more involved version, relax please, of your dragon. So with the dragon, we are wanting to mobilize the energy and mobilize the vertebrae in the spine. So a quick and easy way that we've just done is to take the spine in sections, lower, middle, and upper. But now we're going to have a quick look at each of the vertebrae in turn. So instead of 3 rotations, we're going to do 33 rotations. And Master Lock has given us an extra way of doing this. So rather than doing your reverse rolling clouds, where you're sending one hand forwards and one hand back, he gives us, I think of it like a choo-choo train. So we're rolling the ball forwards and back with the fingers pointing forward. So you can see there with Willem how he's doing it. You can imagine a ball being rolled between your hands. And we're going to start at the base of the spine, and we're going to do one side, then the other for each of the vertebrae as we go up. So we want to feel and listen into our spine as we do this. The level of the hands directs the qi, the energy or life force, to that level within the spine. And I think of it as I do this like a spotlight shining on my spine at that level. So I'm just very gently gliding up, and it's soft, it's gentle, there's no big forcing the movement. The mind focusing on that area bathes the vertebrae, bathes that section in a little bit more energy. So let's try it, please. We start with horse stance, and we're going to flip our toes to your east. So notice it's to the corner, it's really southeast. It's not to the side, it's to the corner. And let's take our ball between our hands and start rotating. So we're doing a little rotation of the waist, and breathe and feel your way. And the vertebrae are small, so it's only a little ascending movement each time. You can think of it like climbing the rungs of a ladder. And Master Lock actually calls this climbing the heavenly ladder. We're working our way up towards the sky. Breathe and feel. Just a little rotation with each rise. And you could be very fastidious and count to 33, or you can just instinctively feel your way as you go up. And as you come higher, check your posture. Make sure the top of the head is lengthening up, the chin is slightly down and back, so that you can connect as well as you can to each vertebrae in the neck. And don't worry if you don't feel the connection quite so well. Apparently that's very common, even if you're doing it perfectly well. So just feel for each level, and when you get to the top, when you reach the base of your skull, flip your toes, flip the hands, come underneath the arm, and let's do tiger. And what the hey, just for the sake of it, let's do it once more on the other side. So we're going to begin our rotation and breathe. Feeling your way up through the spine. Keep good posture with head and neck. Walk your way up your neck. And when you get to the base of the skull, let's do tiger one more time. Flip the toes. Just when you're ready. Sorry, Nolan. Yeah. All right, let's say we've got there. Let's flip the toes, skim across the waistline, turn palms, come under the arm, along the line of the arm, and tiger, relax spine. Let's do one more tiger, please, just to get us onto the correct side. Good. And now we can copy and paste from our Phoenix handbook. Good, so from here, please scoop your right hand under to make a small hug ball. Expand the ball and rotate, stepping forwards with your left foot. And we have heaven and earth rotations, the lung exercise from the Phoenix. Release the back foot, hug ball, and step forwards. Right, squash it down and expand. So this is the Phoenix. The south is the Phoenix movement. We go up and over, we continue with the kidney exercise from the Phoenix form and step back, but keep your left hand down this time as you go up. Sorry, right hand down this time as the left hand comes up and over, and step into horse stance. Well done. So the Phoenix, or the south, auspicious animal, the red bird, is your lung and kidney exercises from the Phoenix. But now we go on to the hybrid animal for the north. So this is snake and turtle. And the snake is very similar to black dragon lines around pillar that you've done with me before. So we're going to flip the toes again to your east corner, open the hands and swing. As you turn your waist, swing your right hand forwards, your left hand back, palms facing out, fingers pointing around your body. Press your hands away from your body as you look over your shoulder. And the top hand releases and does a little cup circle. And change to the other side. So we flip, bringing the right hand past the waist and back, left hand forwards and up. Press your hands away from your body, look over your shoulder. Let's do that again. So we do a lasso or circle of the top hand to release and flip the toes, repeat. So we press the hands away. You're making an S shape on the diagonal with your arms. You're looking back. We do a little lasso or circle with the top hand and bring that hand past your waist and back as your left hand comes forwards and up. Press the balloon or the bubble from the inside away. Good, and return to center. Very well done. Let's cross the hands and we finish with the turtle. We bring the hands forwards and up and open. Palms facing forwards, we sit back and down. So we're stretching the arms, lengthening up through the top of the head, the chin slightly down and back. Stretch your neck like a turtle, stretching its neck out of its shell. Fill your back, so you're filling your shell into the north, and you'll feel the legs engaging as well. And release. Relax down. Well done. And you can walk your feet gently. Excellent. So that is the movement 4. That's the 4 stations of the compass. All right. So now let's look at movement 5, which is the 5 elements. So we have gold, we have water, we have wood, we have fire, and we have earth. Do you want to teach this? No? Okay. All right, so let's look at gold first. So the metal element. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to do it facing you first so you can see what we're doing. So let us turn out, I'm going to mirror for you. We're going to turn out your left foot. Let me see. Not right. I'm nervous because Willem's watching me and he knows that. Okay, so yeah, so you're going to turn out your left foot and you're going to bring your arms so that the right hand is forwards and the left hand is slightly back. So this is almost like you're preparing to punch. And we're going to step your right foot forwards and we're going to bring the back hand through. And it's not a punch, but it's unfolding. So it feeds forwards and turn the palm out. See what I mean? So it's almost like, I think it's almost like you're going to grab someone by the throat, but turn the palm out. Yeah, so let's do that again. So we're going to turn out the left toes and float up with the right hand forwards and the left hand level with your elbow. We're going to step forwards with your right and feed the back foot and the back hand through and turn the palm out. Very good. Now we're going to roll back. So we feed both hands down and back and lift up. And we go back into that same preparatory position, palms facing in. So now your left hand more forwards. And we feed the back foot through and turn out. Yeah. So let's do that as a little drill. Okay, so go back in your space. So we turn out your left foot a little bit and float up with your right hand further forwards. Release the right foot. We step forwards right. We bring the left side through and turn the palm out. We roll back, draw up and expand. It's like pung. So your left hand is further forwards. We turn out the front foot a little bit to step the back foot through and turn the palm. So we can do that again. We roll back and lift, turn out the front foot, step through with the back foot and turn that hand out. Roll back, lift, feed through, turning the palm. Very good. Okay, now let's look at the next movement. This is all done to your east. So I'm doing it facing forward. Actually, Willem is doing it to the east, the way we should be doing it. So hopefully there's some clarity in that. So the next movement is water. And actually you could practice the water movement stepping forwards as well. But often when we're practicing in a small space, we run out of space, so we can use it stepping back so that it's quite versatile. So the water exercise is that we're going to step back with the front foot and the back hand, sorry, yes, no, over here. Step back with the front foot and the back hand is turning and feeding forwards. So you end up with one palm feeding forwards, fingertips pointing forwards, palm facing up. Yeah, you see the way Willem is? Yes, that's it. The other palm facing down. And then repeat, we step the front foot back and flip both palms. Thank you. Very good. Okay, so let's try that again if we come forwards. So this is the stepping back version. We could do it stepping forwards, as I say. So if you've just done, okay, so whichever foot, doesn't matter. One hand forwards, same foot forwards. We step back and top hand facing up, lower hand facing down, and we step back. Good. Now, well done, and rest. I tend to call that move white snake spits out its tongue. It looks like you're kind of going, you're spitting out your tongue. But that's not from Master Lock. He didn't teach me that. I learned that phrase way back and it just stuck. Yeah. So, but it's one palm facing forward. It is kind of like a tongue spitting out and the other hand is facing down. So we could do it walking forwards. And if we did it walking forwards, it's same hand and foot. So, and you turn out the foot just before you step through. So if I show you that again further back. So we're stepping forwards, the front foot is pointing forwards. And then as I go to step forwards again, I turn that foot out slightly and then feed the back foot through. So we step parallel or step forward straight, but then as we're about to continue, we turn the foot out. And that just gives us a nice, yeah, it just gives us a nice, comfortable, easy base. So that's our water element. So let's now do together.
Actually, front foot a little bit turned in the end of the stance.
Sorry, thank you. Yes, yeah. So not even straight, the front foot slightly turned in before you then turn out to step forwards and slightly turn in again. Yeah.
Feet are parallel.
The feet are parallel. There you go. I did say parallel and then I kind of contradicted myself. Yeah, you see when you have another teacher in the room, it's really intimidating, even when it's maybe especially when it's yeah, you're brilliant. Thank you. Do keep me right because yeah, it's all good for everyone. Lovely. So let's have a look at both gold and water, and we will do it in this instance, gold moving forwards and water moving back. And we'll do it together all the same way. We're moving to the east. Okay, so we have, we've just finished with our turtle. And we release, we can turn our right toes in and scoop up. The left hand is forwards. Okay, so we're going to step forwards left, turn the foot out a little bit. As you step through, turn your palm to face more out. Roll back, lift, feed it forwards with the backs of palms. Step the back foot through, turn the palm out a little bit. Good, now we take the front foot back and we do our snake spitting out its tongue. Fix your front foot so that it's slightly turned in. And step back again, fix the front foot so it's slightly turned in. Beautiful. So that is the first two elements. Okay. Now we move on to wood, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the wood is a lovely movement. And unlike so much of this form that we say it doesn't matter, you can do this, you can do that, you can do the other, the wood is a little bit more specific. Master Lock insists that the left leg should lead in the wood exercise. Even if you do it like a drill and turn to face the other direction, we want the left leg in front because this is an exercise for the liver and we want to kind of stretch the liver out and the liver's bigger on the right, so it just makes sense that we're leading with the left foot. Okay, so we've done our last step back. Where are we? So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So our left foot is already leading and we're going to sort of stretch. Think of a little bit like our spine rotations. The hands are in a similar choo-choo train type position and they are similarly circling, but we're going to extend it more. So we're going to step forwards with the left and the left arm leads. And then we take a half step, the right hand rises, the left hand falls and stretch it out. So you feel your waist is stretching, your liver is stretching. Release and step left again. Right hand lowers, left hand rises. And that's it. It's just 3 steps. But let's repeat to get more familiar. So we're going to do a half step, right hand rises, left hand sinks, stretch, and release, right hand sinks, left hand rises, and we step. And let's do it one more time. Right hand comes over the top, stretch it forwards, release, sit back and down, step left, stretch left. Good. Now what we can do is turn the right toes in and turn around and step left again. So you see what I mean? Regardless of which direction we're going, we lead with the left for the wood element. So we take a half step, the right hand comes over, left hand comes back, stretch, release, relax down, sit back and step forwards left. Choo-choo train, right hand over, left hand under, stretch, and left hand over, right hand under, step left. So step, half step, always leading with your left. Good. One more time. Step in. And I've fluffed that, but let's turn the left toes. What did I do wrong there? Yeah, sorry, that's what it is. Sorry. So your left foot is leading. We go into bar stance, so the right toes turn in and release the left. Good. So that is your wood element. So let's come into the center a little bit and we move on to fire. So we're going to turn the left toes in and we're going to release the right foot and we're going to step. Is it to the west? Step to the west, right hand rises up, turns out, and left hand in front of the heart presses forwards with a little half step with the foot. Very good. So this is, for all intents and purposes, Jade Maiden play shuffles. Good, now we can do it again to the other side. So we relax down, roll back, lift, and step to the left corner. Left hand rolls up, right hand in front of chest, and press forwards with a half step. So it's a little bit more of a rise. Good, and relax down. So you have that movement in the Immortals crossing the sea form, just before bending the floor stroke. Remember that? So we do that little rise, and then we do, oh no, it's before Immortals crossing the sea, isn't it? Yeah. So we are cherry picking from Master Lock's forms. So let's go again and we will look at the fire element. Okay. So from our wood, we have a half step, we turn, left toes turn in, and float up, step, right hand rolls up, left hand in front of chest, points forwards, and a slight rise. Very good. Then to the other side, we release, we roll back, float up, step to the left, left hand rolls up, lock, right hand in front of heart, press forwards, and a half step. So that's your fire exercise. Well done, and relax. Good. So you might feel that movement it kind of sends the energy out. It's very yang, so therefore fiery. Good. So we finished the 5 elements section of the form with earth. And earth, again, we are cherry picking from Master Lock's forms. We're going to do Phoenix and Graceful Clouds of Blessing, cloud hands, the big rotation. So you've already done it. You know it, yeah, very good. Okay, so let's go again. Should we roll back and do, yeah, so roll back. Let's do step right and up. So you only need to do the fire element once, but if you do it twice, do it 3 times so that you're ready to do this. So we're going to step left and scoop, and don't you step in here?
Yeah, he does.
He
I'm not
steps
sure
in.
100%.
But we'll just do a few of these cloud hands just to get into the feel of it. So it's nice and full and you're circulating the energy beautifully. Very good. Okay, so there are possible steps with this one as well, but we're just going to keep it simple for today. Good. And as you scoop your left hand under, bring your left foot in. Well done. And rest. Take a breath. Very good. So that's us caught up from last week. But I would actually like to, we've 10 minutes, so I'd like to dip in to at least number 6 in the form. There's this whole sort of numerology thing going on that each number has significance. So I'll not go into that in great detail, but number 6, we're talking about the 3 external harmonies and the 3 internal harmonies. So you'll hear us going on and on about the harmonies through Tai Chi. The external harmonies are your hands and your feet working together, mirroring each other, being in line with each other, and that brings stability and strength. And the elbows and the knees also want to work together. You don't want them to be off. So the knees and elbows work as a team, and that also brings strength and stability. And then you have the shoulders and the hips, that if the shoulders and hips are in line, you have strength. If they're somehow skewed, the strength, the stability instantly goes. So that's your external 3 harmonies. But we also have the 3 internal harmonies, which is the focus or the mind, the Jing Qi Sun, the mind, the energy, your vitality, and your strength. So the mind informs your vitality, and the vitality feeds into the strength. So the 3 work together as a unit. So this exercise is really beautiful and deceptively simple looking, but it's designed that everything is swirling together. And again, this is cherry picking from Master Locke's forms. So if you think of flying dragon in the Immortals, do you remember after you've done your tiger, we step and we swing the baby? Well, this is an exercise in swinging the baby. I know Willem came up with that.
That really stuck.
It really stuck, yeah, you know, because it's like, you don't swing your baby, please don't swing your baby. But yeah, so it's this idea of momentum and keeping structure, keeping the harmonies. It's really, really lovely. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, so we go back into our horse stance, big horse stance. We have done our scoops of the cloud hands, and we're going to bring the left foot in. Isn't that right? That's, so we've done the end of the things. Yeah. Okay. So now step out again and scoop 1 and scoop 2 and scoop 3. And the next time we're going to go to the east, to your left. Lift your left toes as we scoop the right hand under and turn on the heel. Keep turning and step through with your right foot, turning towards the back of the room. Sit back and down as we bring the hands up and over. And there is your tiger's mouth. And we release the left toe to turn towards the left. Very good. Now we're going to go back the way we came. So we bring the arms up and over, bringing the left toes in. And we step right and we swing the baby down. We turn the left toes in, we feed the weight back, we turn the right toes out, we swing the baby up, turning towards the back, step through left.
Poor baby.
Open the right toes, poor baby, and we open the tiger's mouth. So we keep the arms slightly in front of us, keep your structure, keep your harmonies, and this time continue to swing down, turning the right toe again to step through. Good. So I think, let's take a breath. I think the best way to learn this is first just to watch. And it's one of these exercises, both Willem and I thought about it, and it's practically impossible to do unless you're turning your body. It just doesn't work unless you're turning in the room. So Willem, should we do it together and you can have a watch? And then it flows nicely. It
What
works.
you mean is you can't just do the arms.
You can't just do the arms and not turn. It doesn't work. It just, I mean, we've tried, maybe you can, but we can't. It's, yeah. So let's give it a quick go because we've only a few minutes left. So let's say we've finished the last exercise. We step and we do a few scoops. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here we go. We lift the toes, we turn on the heel, swing the baby, open the toes, open tiger's mouth. We go back the way we came, we come up and over, turn the toes in, step back, swing the baby, turn the toes in, feed the weight back, turn the toes out, up and over, step, and tiger's mouth. And we swing down and keep that rotation. And there you have the 6 harmonies. Good. So we've introduced it to you today. Yeah, we don't have time to now look at the circle walking, the actual 7 stars rotation. Oh yes, that's right. I forgot last week. There is one more section to this 6 harmonies. And if you can just get your bowl, please. And swing. So we turn the waist to the side and bring it up and over and swing the bowl to the other side and up and over. So that's the essence of the second part of the 6 harmonies. that you're swinging the baby left and right. The same idea that you maintain your structure while circulating your qi. And can you see it's very like movement 2, but instead of just a round on the horizon, we're introducing the figure of 8, the, what's that called? Infinity symbol. Good.
It's also in the Immortals a lot where he crosses over, and he does that in this Qigong as well.
So you can cross the arms a little
Once
bit?
you can cross the arms.
Ah, there you go.
Well, that's what he seems to be doing in the instruction.
Yes, very nice. Thank you. I didn't actually pick up on that. So there's a little bit of that crossing over going on.
There's an extra rolling or twisting of the energy.
Yeah,
working.
which makes it stronger. Yeah, very good. It reminds me of the firecracker Qi Gong, or firecracker Kung Fu moves, this kind of winding and releasing. Very good. And we can add steps to this as well. Now we'll play with it just to finish. So let's face south, in front of the room. We're going to turn the left toes and we're going to turn to the east as we swing down and across and step forwards right, down and across, and then step back as we go left with the arms. We step back right and turn in left and release the right foot to repeat, step. Yeah, I'm a bit lost myself.
I'm lost myself.
So we can add steps, but we're not going to do it today. You can play with it. You'll notice that there is a kind of a natural, comfortable way of doing it. And then there's a way that doesn't feel quite right. So I think you step back and that leads the arms back. I think that's the way, but we will look at it in more detail next time. So we have kind of blasted our way through this form. We've just got the 7 star rotations, the actual, what the form is named after, the last of the exercises left. And it is Bagua. It's circle walking. And yeah, we don't have time today, but we will look in our next lesson. We'll have a good look at the circle walking. And I mean, Willem and I are babies in this practice. We've had beautiful tuition from the master, but as you know, it takes a long time to fully settle in and drill through before it is good. But we're really happy to share it with you and make the journey together. So for now, let's finish with a little rotation of center. Circle walking, as Master Locke says, it can take a lifetime to get any good at it, but every effort yields results. We're gonna build in health as we learn. Good. So let's go down to the legs. Up your hands, knees, lower legs, ankles and feet, and up the body again. I was exposed to circle walking quite early in my Tai Chi career, and I just went, you know what, that's too difficult. And I just didn't do it. Oh, nah, because it's a whole other internal practice. There's Tai Chi, Xingyi, and Bagua. And I thought, I'll just stick with Tai Chi. But actually, they are beautiful complementary practices. So, especially Bagua, very healthy. Yeah.
Yeah, Master Locke. He's kind of expert in Qigong, making Bagua Qigong.
Yeah.
Usually you see Bagua more as a martial artist.
Yeah. Yeah, Master Locke is, I mean, his martial prowess is very, very good, but he focuses on health. And I love that because that's what I focus on. And the thing is, if your practice is good, it will inform your martial arts, because structure being right is strength. So it's good for your health, it's brilliant for martial arts. So it really depends where you want to send your focus, and you can pick and choose. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, let's do a little heel tap to finish. And stand. Listen to your body, please. Feel the energy flowing through your system. And let's guide the hands to cover center, hugging the elbows in, breathing, relaxing into your center. And you can lace the thumbs if you like. Feel the touch, the warmth of your hands flowing into center. Feel your energy is stronger. Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining us for our whirlwind tour of the 7 stars. Let's salute, please. Right hand in fist, left hand straight. Xie San Hao. Lao Shi Hao. Thank you very much indeed. Well done, and look forward to seeing you next time.